The All Japan Pro Wrestling Super Deluxe Series 2021 took place on September 7th, 2021, of course, in the SOS Wrestling Network Arena, otherwise known as Korakuen Hall in Tokyo, Japan. This was on Ajpw.tv. Let's get into the first match right here. So the first match we have the IWGP, the All Japan Pro Wrestling World Junior Heavyweight Champion Akira Francesco taking on defeating Rising Hayato in about 8 minutes and 47 seconds. Akira's appearances on some of the other shows on this tour, he has had appearances, on some of the other shows on this tour, but this is going to be his last appearance in Korakuen Hall before he's going back to Europe. There were several Akira signs in the crowd here to send him off, which is very nice to see. This is a pretty standard junior heavyweight style opener. Akira, he controlled most of this match, while Hayato got in a control stretch and near falls of his own towards the latter half of this match right here. Akira run with the Os Cutter. I generally enjoy matches that are a lot more back and forth, especially when it comes to junior heavyweight matches, but this is honestly all about showcasing Akira, and if you ask me, that's mission accomplished right here. So the next match, we have Takao Omori defeating Kikitaro in about 8 minutes and 5 seconds right here. Kikitaro is listed as X going into this match. If you're not familiar with X in Japanese pro wrestling, that is the mystery man. Koji Uemoto came down with COVID, unfortunately, and Suji Ishikawa and Ruji Honda were in contact with him, so they were also kept off of the show. So that's honestly how we got this match. This was Kikitaro's first appearance in All Japan Pro Wrestling since December of 2012. There are lots of stalling here in the start. It's not really something I love, but I will say that Omori plays a good straight man for Kikitaro's comedy here. Most of the comedy around Kikitaro wanting to low blow Omori, the referee trying to stop him, but finding the opportunity to do it anyway. Omori braved through it, getting hit in the balls a couple times, and he finished Kikitaro off with an Axe Bomber, By the end of this, it was what it was. This was a lot better than Chase Owens and Toriano, at least. And yeah, if you could be better, I don't think you have to do much to be better than that. But these gentlemen were much better than that. So next match we have Black Men's Ori and Koei Sato taking on and defeating the team of Evolution's Hikaru Sato and Dan Tamura in around 7 minutes and 48 seconds right here. So we got an oddball team of Menzuri and Sato, who was also a result of wrestlers being keeping off the show for you know what reasons. Evolution here in this match worked over Menzuri a whole bunch to start before Koei Sato got the hot tag. It really wasn't much until Dan Tamura and Koei Sato got in the stiff strike exchange that ended with Sato doing a headbutt. That led to a power driver from Koei Sato for the pin on Tamura. This was a really fun ending aside, honestly, if you ask me. It was kind of really disappointing to, consider the talent that was involved in this match right here. Next match, we have Total Eclipse, consisting of Jake Lee, Tajiri, Hokuto Omura, and Yusuke Kodama, defeating the team of Yoshihashi, Jun Saito, Rai Saito, and Romo Tsukamoto right here. Tsukamoto. The rookie Tsukamoto and the Saito twins got a little shine early on here, but it wasn't long before Total Eclipse was able to gain the upper hand with some not-so-fair tactics. Later on in this match, Tsukamoto even tried to go one-on-one against Jake Lee, but the Triple Crown champ no-sold this boy. It was, I ain't gonna hold you, it was actually pretty funny. It was fun to see how the plucky Tsukamoto is, though. It was really fun to see him. Kodama pinned Tsukamoto with the Mad Splash. In an 8-man tag that only goes 7 minutes, it's hard to make sweeping declarations of the work of each wrestler here, but I thought Tsukamoto and the Saitos looked good in what they got in this match, and what they gave in this match, honestly. So, and next, we have for the All Asia Tag Team Champions, we have Strong Hearts right here. T-Hawk and El Lindemann defeating Purple Haze, Zeus and Inzanagi in about 14 minutes and 57 seconds right here. Purple Haze got the jump at the bell for a change, but Strong Hearts' momentum didn't last long. They didn't get the jump, they got jumped, my bad. But the Strong Hearts' momentum didn't really last too long here. They actually ended up controlling a lot of the early portion of this match. The sequence between Inzanagi and El Lindemann were a lot of fun. We also got some great chop exchanges between T-Hawk and Zeus here. This match had a hot closing sequence with a lot of reversals. While Zeus and Inzanagi kept up, it was a Strong Hearts here in this match to set the pace, as they really are incredible in that role, especially in the closing stretches, if you ask me. They managed to neutralize Zeus, throw him to the outside, while T-Hawk pinned Izanagi with a Cerebus running knee. This is a result I had hoped to see for a while now. Purple Haze had a great win with the All Asia tag titles and were the anchors for the mid-card throughout it. But I'm excited to see what the strong cards can do with these titles, and I expect to see these titles defended in these GLEAT shows. Also, given the recent drama between GLEAT and 0-1, it wouldn't surprise me if All Japan and GLEAT even collaborate even more, a little bit more even moving forward. So that's something for us to keep our eyes on right there. Moving on down the card. And of course, I misspoke. For the PWF World Junior Heavyweight Championship, we got Sugi defeating Atsushi Ayagi in about 12 minutes and 34 seconds. This was definitely a Sugi match. There's a bunch of chain wrestling and reversals to start, and then the flying began in only in a minute in this match. The match then slowed down for a bit while Sugi worked over Ayagi, but not for too long. After that, it was a total spot fest, but I'm cool with the All Japan Juniors title being that, to be honest. It gives the card some variety, if you ask me. One spot that particularly stood out was Shugi's springboard top Hurricane Rana. If you haven't seen that, you need to go check that out. Ayagi also looked pretty solid here. His flying is smooth, and he's come a long way since I thought he was really a bland rookie next to Hokuto Omori and Dan Tamura. Ayagi, he missed a Firebird splash here from the top rope. Then Sugi soon took control and won with the springboard Firebird splash. I can see, honestly, some not loving this match for maybe the mindless style it brought, but I like this match tons. I like this match, a big like this match right here. After the match, Yusuke Kodama came down to challenge Shugi. At first, Kodama tried to show the junior heavyweight champ respect and offered to shake his hand, but then he hit him with a lariat out of nowhere and hit a springboard DDT. If Kodama shows up to their match with the working boots on instead of trying to pretend to be an emo kid, in my opinion, this is going to be a really solid match right here. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are to the main event. For the World Tag Team Championship, we have Suma and Shotaro Ashino taking on and defeating Next Stream, Kento Miyahara and Yuma Yagi, about 25 minutes and 9 seconds. Ashino and Suwama tried early on to use their brute strength to dominate these guys here, but Next Stream fought back using their guile and their technical skill. Eventually, Ayagi ended up getting worked over for a while. Ayagi did mount a comeback, and the match came down to him against Ashino. They both went hard at each other, while Miyahara and Suwama made appearances only to make the saves. What I like about Ayagi, in my opinion, this year is he got an in-game over as a credible submission that even the clap crowd seemed to buy getting used in this match as a possible finish. Ashino escaped from the end game here. He hit some suplexes, then he finished off Ayagi with a T-bone suplex for the win and new World Tag Team Champions. This was Ashino's first title win in All Japan Pro Wrestling. This is a great tag team match. Though the stars are really Ayagi and Ashino, that's hardly a surprise as they also have been the workhorses of All Japan Pro Wrestling this year. With the fact that we're in a time where All Japan has already announced dates for the Real World Tag League, I would expect the feud between these two teams to continue over the next few months and into early next year. And honestly, if you ask me, that's something to look forward to. So my final thoughts on this card is the mid-card wasn't as strong as some of All Japan's recent outings, but they've had several wrestlers that couldn't compete, so that's really understandable. All the title matches, however, they fucking delivered. As inconsistent as All Japan's booking can be, they did really set up some exciting stuff down the line, if you ask me. And those of us who have complained about Oshino's booking can feel a little bit better now, at least for a little while. So, highly recommend this show. If you have means to watch AGPW.TV, definitely check it out. It's always refreshing to watch different forms of pro wrestling, and I just love All Japan Pro Wrestling, guys. So, we are the almighty SOS Wrestling Network. Be sure you like, share, subscribe, all that great stuff. Tell a friend and tell a friend. Thank you for coming with me on this All Japan review. There will be more All Japan reviews here in the future. And Toodle Pippington, ladies and gentlemen.